On today's topic, we're talking about Christianity versus Islam in regards to misogyny. I'm going to go through some of these verses from the Bible. I'm going to go through some of these hadiths from the Sahih, not in the Quran. Because in the Quran, there's not a lot of verses that lead to misogyny. I'll just go through some comparisons really quick. Ephesians 5:22-24, wives, submit yourselves unto your husbands. Quran 4:34, men are described as protectors, maintainers of women, include a controversial disciplinary cause. Quran 4:34. I think that may be something about how to beat your women with the 4:34. I'm not sure. That's definitely not good. Corinthians 14:34-35, women should remain silent in churches. I remember that. There's no direct equivalent to that in the Quran. Timothy 2:11-12, I do not permit a woman to teach or to assume authority over a man. There's no Quranic verses that has any parallels to that. Colossians 3:18, wives submit to husbands. We're saying over and over in Christianity, it's telling wives to be submissive to their husbands. We'll go through some other texts. Biblical passages frequently criticized. And some hadiths. Let's start off with the hadiths. Sahih al-Bukhari 304, women described as deficient in intelligence in religion, with the explanation tied to legal testimony and administration. I'm gonna need somebody to explain that to me. Women are considered deficient in intelligence in religion. He Muslim 1436 discusses a wife's obligation to respond to her husband's request for intimacy. What I mean is that if the brother wants some nookie, you have to give it to him. It doesn't matter how you feel. You can have a cold, you can have a flu. You got to come off that. Don't know how you want to feel about that. He added Bukhari 2650. I'm just joking. If you're sick, obviously you don't have to. In any other circumstances, you got to come off that. Sahih al-Bukhari 2658 connects the testimony of two women to one man in certain legal matters. Muslim scholars debate the context and meaning of these narrations. Timothy 2:11-15 restricts women from teaching or exercising authority over men. Corinthians 14:34-35, women should remain silent in church. I think we kind of just went through that. Ephesians 5:22-24, wives submit to husbands. Numbers 31 discuss warfare and captive women, raising the ethical question for modern readers. Deuteronomy 22 contains laws regarding rape, marriage, and sexual conduct that modern readers find troubling. It's not looking good for you, Christianity. I think there was a verse in Deuteronomy where God commanded the Israelites to kill the women, children, and babies of the Amalekites. The women that didn't die, they were allowed to be sexual slaves, concubines. It's a lot of misogyny in that Bible. Keep this in mind. I believe Islam is a very misogynistic religion. Regarding the Quran, regarding the Sharia, a woman got killed in Iran for not wearing her hijab. They try to cover this up and make it seem like something else. This is just what happened. I have no dog in this race. I do not care for either one of these religions when it comes to misogyny. I think in the Quran, it's not saying anything about misogynistic ways. These silly hadiths, the same hadiths that said Aisha was 9 years old when a 40-year-old Muhammad with big shoulders like me, big arms like me, picked her up from the playground in his arms, took her in his home, laid her on a bed, and took advantage of her. This is what the hadiths want us to believe. Do I believe this? No, I don't. I reject this. I don't think a 40-year-old man, somebody with the same frame as me, look at me, imagine me walking up to the playground. Your 9-year-old daughter is playing with her kids. People see me and go, hi, Mr. Wally. I go, hey, guys, I need to borrow Aisha. I pick her up by the hand. I go, Aisha, where are you going? And she goes, I'm going to consummate my marriage with Mr. Muhammad here. He's too old for you. No. Although my breasts aren't fully developed, my bones are still brittle because I'm not a fully developed woman. My womb, my urethra, my vaginal walls are short, not fully developed and stressed out. Although this will bring me great pain, it's something that I must do as a 9-year-old woman. I must consummate this horny guy. I don't believe it. Prophet Muhammad, he made his adopted son divorce his wife because he lusted after her and he wanted her. Suddenly a revelation came after that. God said, it's all right, Muhammad. Don't feel bad about this. conveniently. What do you guys think of Christianity versus Islam when it comes to misogyny? Women in Islam under certain Sharia countries can't even go to the store by themselves. They must have a male companion. They can't even go to the mall. Like in America, the girls go to the mall, 3 or 4 of them. They're fine. They can beat off a dude. In Sharia law, no, not happening. When a father passes us and he leaves his will, the male gets like 3/4 of the money, which is unfair. I guess women are so stupid that they don't know how to manage money. This is why the male have to be the caretakers for these women. Sounds very misogynistic to me. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section. Christianity versus Islam. I don't have a dog in this race. You guys can say whatever you want to. I believe both of these religions are very misogynistic towards women. I don't think in the Quran it is. They say the Sunnah and the Quran are like one, like Christ and the Holy Spirit are like one. I'm just speaking and talking how Muslim men will want me to. Very controlling.